Today, here we are at the Vista Dora. This winery started making jams in 2002 to establish its name, and then started making wines in 2007.
Both my grandparents came from large farms.
Okay.
We had 20 sections in Saskatchewan.
Oh, wow.
And then a large piece over in central Lithuania.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I had grandparents that came from big farms, so I always heard the farm stories. So for me, it was just reconnecting back.
Okay.
So this is our flagship wine, which is the Doro. It was the first wine Patrick ever made. It's the 2007 vintage here.
Okay.
And it's made from our walnuts that grow here on the property.
Really?
We have 3 walnut trees, and it's
Okay.
made from the green walnuts.
Okay.
So it's actually still considered a fruit.
Oh.
So we macerate those walnuts in brandy,
Yeah.
oak barrels and brandy for about 15 months. And then the product that comes out of there we press, and we fortify our Cabernet Franc, Marshall Foch, and Merlot with that. And that's what comes out of it. So it's port style. It is 17%. It's a little stronger, really nice after a meal. Really nice with cheese, dark chocolate, just on its own.
Hello, we are at the Domaine de Chaberton, which is the oldest and largest winery in the Fraser Valley, and I'm here with Linda to try a little tasting. So what is it about the Domaine de Chaberton that is so special and with their wines? What is?
Well, we grow about 6 different varietals of white wine here. We started our winery in 1991. Our owners came over here from Europe in the early 80s, purchased the land, and found out that this land is suitable and perfect for certain German varietals that they've grown here.
Okay. And what is one of the Domaine de Chaberton's signature wines?
Well, Bacchus is our signature wine on our property. We grow about 30% of our vineyard in this. It grows really well here. Our vines are old. They're about 30 years old now.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just perfect for our climate here. Very similar to that of northern France and Germany, so it grows perfectly well here.
Great.
Yeah,
Shall we try it?
yeah, we should.
Cool.
Get a taste of that.
And what does this wine go well with?
This wine pairs well with any spicy food. It goes really well because it has a little bit sweetness to it. It's related to a Riesling, but it's also really nice just on its own as a patio sipper and an aperitif.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
delightful.
It's quite light. We're here with Jason at the Township 7 Winery.
Hello everyone.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't do anything about the weather today.
I know, but it's still a beautiful day for tasting wine. The wine tastes
Every
the
day
same,
is
no
a
matter
beautiful
what.
day for tasting wine.
Absolutely.
It's true. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
what makes Township 7 special and set apart from other wineries?
Well, one is we have 2 locations. So
Okay.
the one that we're at right now is Langley. This is where we started. And in 2003, we bought some property on the Naramata Bench, just outside of Penticton. That's where we have our other location. So we're the only winery that has 2
Wow.
locations.
Okay.
So you can visit both. The wine's the same. It's made mostly up there, but we have 2 locations.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what are some of your signature wines?
Well, the list grows and grows as we keep getting some nice, consistent vintages, but we're known for Chardonnay and Merlot.
Okay.
Our winemaker's name is Bradley Cooper, and he makes great Merlot, great Chardonnay, and we're getting some accolades for other vintages as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, is there something that you can let us taste today?
Oh, I can let you taste it all. On
Oh.
a day like today, you got to
Right?
make sure that you try it all, and hopefully you all will try it all as well. So we're set up in this temporary location today, and if you hear any noises, it's construction that's going on in our new tasting room, which will be done if we fast forward a week, which will be done by then. So,
great.
and if you wanted to, we could always have a little look around in the construction beforehand. But in the meantime, it's all about drinking wine. So we're gonna get a glass, and let's start off with some Chardonnay here.
That's great.
So this is our 2010 Chardonnay, and this particular wine was served actually to the Queen. That's another kind of cool story.
Right.
In 2010, our 2007 vintage was blind tasted and picked to serve to the Queen at a dinner in Ottawa. So when you drink it, you must act very regal and put your
shake the
pinky
pinky.
out. Yes, absolutely. Otherwise, it gets taken away from you. So, and this one has been oaked for 10 months. So you'll notice that you're starting to get some oak,
So
some
nice.
caramel, some butter.
It's delicious.
And you
Yeah.
get delicious. Delicious is an official word you can use to describe wine.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's proper
No,
or
it's
not.
totally proper.
It's
yes,
wonderful.
delicious. Yummy also will qualify and be quite a good word.
Okay.
So you can just say this is yummy, and all those wine people will go, yes, it's yummy. So there you go.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Cheers.
Thank
Yeah. Well.
you. Yeah.
So.
So nice.
Isn't it great? Yeah, this is a great one because we get a lot of people that say I don't like Chardonnay, and they try this one. Go, wait a second, I like this one because it's not over oaked. It's definitely starting to change the wine a little. It's getting a little smoother. It coats your whole mouth, and you just get that lovely, a little bit of oak flavor,
Right.
but then the butter and the caramel and those kind of yummy things. That see, yummy, it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those are the kind of things that come out with the wine perfect with some. Maybe salmon with cream sauce or a nice pasta or something along those lines.
Yeah. Oh, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, wow, it's almost time for
Right.
lunch. We're figuring out what we're gonna have for lunch. So
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time.
oh, my pleasure.
That's great.
Cheers.
Okay. Here at Backyard Vineyards, and I'm here with James, the head winemaker. And what's something that makes Backyard Vineyards distinct from other wineries?
Well, I think it's the atmosphere and that we're a very local company and winery to the Lower Mainland and to people far and wide. But we're literally in people's backyards, and so we, I mean, it's the atmosphere that people have and feeling when they come here. I
Yeah.
think that's what drives us, right?
Cool.
That they feel like we're the neighbors, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And do you have a signature wine or something that's more popular at this time?
Well, it's funny, we have a bunch of them that, I guess the two most popular would be our Nosy Neighbor Red and Nosy Neighbor White.
Those are great names.
Because we are surrounded by, our neighbors, but, they seem to be our most popular, and they're both, a blend, so a red blend and a white blend. And then I suppose we do make an excellent bottle, so people, can find us for that. We also make a porch wine, which are what we call porch wine, which is our ode to port. So it's a fortified wine. So I think amongst the others, we have fans of just about everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you have something for me to try today?
Sure, absolutely. I think we'll try a little 2010 Meritage.
Nice. Sure.
Today we're in the midst of bottling the 2012 Nosy Neighbor Red.
Okay.
So
How many cases of that are you making?
approximately about 1,500
Wow.
or so.
Good job.
Yeah. So yesterday we bottled Merlot, and so today we're our second day of Nosy Neighbor Red.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, we source fruit from here. The site, home site, or home farm, as I like to refer to it, is Pinot Noir. So that would be for our Blanc de Noir, for our bubbles, and then we have a site in Abbotsford that's much warmer, a place called Peppenbrook, and so we have some other varietals there, Pinot Gris, and a little bit of Sauv Blanc, some Gewürztraminer, and Merlot, and also more Pinot Noir. The rest we source from the South Okanagan.
Wow.
So the Cabernet Sauvignon, some Merlot, the Syrah would all come from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
It is very wonderful, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, we pushed a Merlot-driven marriage.